Madison could soon be in the works. We have the details on what it might look like and how much it'll cost. Plus, calls to slow down around school buses, what Dane County law enforcement is doing to reduce school zone incidents this year.
And we have a fog in the forecast for this morning, some dense areas, but it is beginning to improve. I'll break down how warm the temperatures will get today and when that rain will come back to the area.
Plus, remembering Richard Davis, a legendary Madison musician who passed away this week. We take a look back at his life and music. It's Saturday, September 9th. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Pazorski. Let's take a look outside this morning with Greg Barnhart. Greg, it's kind of foggy this morning when I was driving in. How about for yourself?
It's still there, and yeah, it was when I came in too, but now it has become quite dense. Still dense in some areas, but it's starting to see some improvement. So we still got that dense area of fog advisory until about 9 a.m. We're starting to see some improvements, but overall, still 0 from Lone Rock, 7 now at Mineral Point, up to 9 at Marshfield. So there are some areas that are starting to see some improvement, but still some dense areas even stretching down to La Crosse is down to a quarter of a mile too. Overall, mainly low to mid 50s pretty much across most of the area right now. And as we look at what we're expecting, we're watching this system to the west. That's the one that's going to be producing some showers as it gets closer. Right now, it's just getting some cloud cover into the area, but for the moment, it's mainly headed to the west. But eventually, that will get here. But for the most part, right now, we're just dealing with the low clouds right now due to the fog issue. But other than that, we'll see good conditions here, grabbing up to about the middle 70s for Madison. Plenty of sunshine once the fog lifts. A little bit warmer for La Crosse. They'll probably hit the 80-degree mark, getting up to about 81, 82 this afternoon. Increasing clouds here this afternoon. There's going to be rain coming back on the way. So coming up later, we'll kind of break down when to expect that rain. The fall-like temperatures continue for this week, and some areas might get close to the first time of frost here later next week. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
Pretty chilly this morning, too. Thanks,
Definitely.
Greg. We'll check back in just a bit. Madison Mayor Satya Rose Conway announced her 2024 budget this week, including more funding for a possible Amtrak stop. A potential project like that is still years away, but Madison's Director of Transportation, Tom Lynch, says he's hopeful some federal funding could put Madison as close to it's been in years of having a passenger rail line. That funding comes from the bipartisan infrastructure bill signed by President Joe Biden 2 years ago, which set aside $66 billion for railroads across the country. Wisconsin applied for some of that money, and if it ends up being granted, it could make a big difference in the fight for a new Amtrak line through the state. Law enforcement in Dane County are teaming up with the State Patrol in an effort to keep children safe when going to school. Starting next Monday, law enforcement will be in school zones around the county looking for speeding and other dangerous driving behaviors. The collaboration will also include free slow-down yard signs for residents and businesses in school zones.
Some of this stuff. We just encourage everybody to just pay attention to the speed signs, slow down, focus. I know it's a busy time of life. Everybody's on their phones and distracted, but you know, just take that moment and be aware of your surroundings and of the kids.
And remember, when following a school bus, to never pass one that is stopped. Also be sure to yield to crossing guards. The increased presence will run through Friday. Meanwhile, the Racine Police Department is investigating 2 school bus crashes within 24 hours of each other. Both of the crashes were on the same street. In this picture, you can see a damaged pickup truck behind the bus. At least one person was hurt. This latest crash happened Thursday, about a half mile from the first one, which occurred on Wednesday. Rock County authorities are investigating after an inmate was found dead in the jail Friday morning. Jail officials found the man during a security check unresponsive. There were efforts to resuscitate him, but the man could not be revived. An autopsy is scheduled for Sunday to learn the exact cause of death. A driver and passenger are dead after their SUV struck a tree head-on. That's according to the Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson. The crash happened in Rovaroka along County Road Double N Friday afternoon. The sheriff's release says evidence leads them to believe the driver suffered a sudden medical event. The driver and passenger were both pronounced dead at the scene, and the incident remains under investigation. Early reports suggest a powerful earthquake in Morocco's high Atlas Mountains have killed more than 600 people. Residents of the nearest major city to the epicenter witnessed some buildings collapsed in the Old City, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The USGS said the 6.8 magnitude earthquake struck at 11:11 p.m. local time, lasting several seconds. Today, the Badger Honor Flight will take Wisconsin veterans to Washington, D.C. You're looking at some footage from previous years. Today's flight is the first of 3 this fall for the Southern Wisconsin organization. They'll be taking off from the Dane County Regional Airport. Actually, they did at 7 this morning and returning tonight at around 9:15. The music world is remembering one of its masters, Richard Davis, an internationally known jazz bassist and UW professor, died at the age of 93 on Wednesday. Our Aman Rahman shares that to truly understand his legacy, you have to listen to his music and the message behind it.
He would just sing under his hands.
Richard Davis played music soft as his heart, but his students like Ken Fitzsimmons say he was as tough as the blisters on his hands.
Warm and tough, yes. I'd play and I'd get blisters, and he'd say, if you get blisters, don't stop, because it only hurts when you stop playing.
Many students became a part of his 5 a.m. club, required to call him at 5 in the morning because they didn't have an answer or play something right in class the day before. Andrew Wasity was one of them and was 6 minutes late once.
And he answered the phone and he said, "You're late." Boom, hung up. It was great.
Davis pushed for excellence because he himself says that's what he needed to show, growing up black on the south side of Chicago in the 1930s and 40s.
My mother taught me you also will be taken less, even though you are on top of the game.
In 2014, Davis was awarded the Jazz Masters Fellowship from the National Endowment of Arts, the nation's highest honor in jazz.
Martin Luther King said, if you got it, impart it. If you don't, no sense in having it.
But ask him, and he was always a teacher, never a master.
When a teacher comes and teaches a group full of students, it's called a master class. And while I was a student there, he stopped calling it master class because he didn't like the connotation of having someone come in who's a master.
Davis initiated the Madison chapter of the Institutes for Healing of Racism and started a base conference for youth, which continues to this day. While working for the community, Davis worked with music greats like Bruce Springsteen, Miles Davis, and Van Morrison.
There aren't a lot of people on earth who can impact in that way.
An impact, like his music, that can never truly die.
Richard Davis truly lives on in every student of mine.
I teach love. You can't go wrong with that subject. That's it.
Davis wished to be cremated and have his ashes disposed privately. His family asked that anyone who wishes to donate to do so to the Richard Davis Foundation for Young Bassists. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is now available to millions of people nationwide who use American Sign Language, or ASL. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says the expanded service launched on Friday and is available for callers who are deaf, blind, or hard of hearing using a video telephone. The caller is connected to a counselor by clicking on the ASL Now button on the website 988lifeline.org and follows the prompts. The 988 Lifeline is a network of more than 200 state and local call centers, and it's available to anyone seeking help with suicidal crises, mental health, or emotional distress. They say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Well, that must be true for one Wisconsin man, because even at 91 years old, he's still at it. And not only is Bob Rohlhoff still cutting hair, after more than a decade of working in someone else's barbershop, he's once again opening his own in Hortonville. Rohlhoff says he tried to retire once when he and his wife lived in Arizona, but it didn't last long. What he loves most is interacting with customers. Plus, Rohlhoff says he doesn't have any arthritis, so why not continue working? As of now, he's not putting any timeline on how long he's going to keep doing it, and he estimates he's given 100,000 haircuts so far. The Wisconsin football team is out west. They will be facing Washington State tonight. The Cougars beat the Badgers last year at Camp Randall. UW running back Braylon Allen sees that loss as motivation for this year's game. At this week's taping of the Wisconsin Huddle program, News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley asked Allen about that loss.
So you definitely use that going into this week and your preparation. You kind of take it a little bit personal. And, like I said, that kind of is the main focus of this week was, they came into our house and beat us last year. So now we got an opportunity to take back what's ours.
And a reminder to tune in to the Wisconsin Huddle every Friday at 6:30 p.m. right after News 3 Now and News 8 Now at 6. You can also find the entire show on channel3000.com. Still ahead, a rural Wisconsin town is disbanding its rural police department, but there's some pushback from community members. And you're taking a live look outside. Greg has your full forecast just ahead here on Weekend Mornings.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
I'm excited to announce that you've all made MyPillow 2.0 a huge success. And with your amazing support, we've been able to expand MyPillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. And to make room for this, we're clearing out a line of our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm bringing them to you at closeout prices. Use your promo code and you get my king size for only $39 a set. Queens, $35, fulls, $29, and twin size just $25. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know that we've received the last 2 shipments of these Percale bed sheets. And because of this, I've been able to add more colors, sizes, and even prints. And they're still at closeout prices. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code and you'll get my king size only $39 a set, queens $35, full $29, and twin size just $25. Order now. Once they're gone for good.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we're going to have some precipitation come here, some that we do need. Not a lot, but we're going to get some late tonight. Looks like it'll probably spread across the entire area through Monday all the way through Tuesday. Periods of it. Rainfall amounts, unfortunately, won't be that much. It's not a really strong system. Mild temperatures this week in 70s. We're going to be cool for next work week. Looks like mainly in the 60s all week long, but then we'll climb back to 70s. Could even see some 30 overnight lows, especially a lot more widespread come like Wednesday or Thursday morning. Here's a system we're tracking. It's not really that impressive. This wave that's going to come through here really this evening will spread some precipitation up to Eau Claire, down to La Crosse, and then further towards tomorrow morning towards southern Wisconsin. Then we're going to watch this wave develop along this boundary. You can see it sitting right there. That's where probably the more widespread precipitation. That comes through Sunday night into Monday, and then in Monday we just get this wrap around from this low, so it'll be just on and off light showers, mainly cloud cover, cool conditions, but not a lot of widespread precipitation. This will continue through Tuesday. It'll start breaking up a little bit by then, but that's what we're looking by. The good news with this pattern is we're not going to see much of the return of any really hot or warm conditions. That's going to stay off to the southwest. You can see through Monday we continue with those mild conditions. We'll have a brief warm up here towards the middle of the end of the week. To the weekend we'll warm back up probably towards 80 again, and then towards the next week we'll see another drop of cooler air come down. That one could even be a little bit cooler, back to the 60s. Unfortunately, that's not a good pattern for rainfall, unfortunately. Overall for today, we're going to see cloud cover start to increase. You'll see by this afternoon when we get to the 70s. Eau Claire will see some showers approaching them by the evening. La Crosse more overnight time, and as we get closer to tomorrow morning is when all this activity finally gets down to the southern Wisconsin. But like you can see, it's a lot of hit and miss, scattered in the nature. Not going to see a lot of areas get a lot of rainfall from it. As you wake up tomorrow morning, there'll be a little bit on and off showers, but some areas still could see the sun. It'll be more cloud cover as we go in the afternoon, especially up to the north. That's where the temperatures will struggle to get to 70, probably low to mid 70s still. As you see, it kind of breaks up in the afternoon. And then we're going to watch that wave, really that band, try to develop Sunday night through Monday through southern Wisconsin, right through there. It has pushed a little bit further south. If it continues that trend, we'll probably see less of a chance of rainfall Sunday night. But I think that is the best shot for southern Wisconsin to see rain coming into Monday morning. And then we'll see other areas up to the north start to clear out as we get towards Monday afternoon. Rainfall amounts, like I said, not a lot. Really, that band sits there. That's where they're kind of seeing the more precipitation up to the north on their areas. A quarter to maybe a half in certain areas. If we get lucky, maybe a little bit more, but it's not going to be a widespread and definitely not a washout any of the time periods that we're looking at for either Monday or Tuesday for Madison too. So mainly a lot of clouds in those 2 days that'll keep the temperatures in the 60s, kind of like we saw yesterday, and then we'll warm back up towards next weekend. Same story for La Crosse, but I think they'll see more sun come Monday and Tuesday and warming back up probably towards 80 once again by the time we get to this part next weekend.
Greg, thank you. Vice President Kamala Harris is planning to stop by UW-Madison soon as part of her plan to tour college campuses across the country this fall. The tour is part of an effort to mobilize young people on issues like abortion, gun safety, and LGBTQ+ equality. The White House did not say what day the vice president will be in town. The university is also not sponsoring the event. The last time Harris came to Wisconsin was in early August. That was also her 4th trip here since taking office. The VP will join Margaret Brennan tomorrow on Face the Nation. The two will discuss the Biden-Harris re-election bid and how Republicans are saying a vote for President Biden is a vote for President Harris. You can catch Face the Nation tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. A community in southeastern Wisconsin has voted to eliminate its police department. It would make Big Bend the 8th Waukesha County community to have its police services covered by the sheriff's office. And as Nick Bohr explains, the vote happened without the public even knowing about it.
The 1,500 people in Big Bend appreciate its rural feel and below-average crime. But to save about $200,000 a year, the village board Thursday voted to eliminate the police department, instead contracting with the Waukesha Sheriff's Office for police service.
Extremely opposed to it. I think it's a mistake. You know, once we go down that road, you can't go back. You know, you start liquidating the equipment, getting rid of it. Next thing you know, it's going to cost you twice as much to bring back in a police force than to maintain it.
But it passed 5-2. Josh Grover was one of the 2 trustees voting against it.
When was the first you heard about possibly disbanding the police department?
Well, actually, it was just yesterday during the meeting.
It's a monumental decision. Big Bend has had its own police department for 82 years. But the vote to disband it was taken without any public notice.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Former board member Bob Heineman was the only member of the public there.
There was no public discussion. No one knows about it. I mean, till today, now they do. But, yeah, they did it all in closed session, and they came out and voted. There was no public input at all.
Heineman clearly didn't appreciate the vote coming behind the backs of residents, as he says, and certainly let the board know about it.
Yeah, I can see something here. Yeah. This is a way to do business. You should be ashamed of yourself as the attorney because no one knows about this. I'm the only guy here.
Now he and Grover hope making a little noise might save the police department.
I understand the savings and everything that they see the dollar amounts, but I see the people.
In Big Bend, Nick Bohr, WISN 12 News.
The Big Bend Village Board president says the deal is still subject to the approval of the sheriff's office as well as a legal review. Well, coming up, Greg has another check of the forecast, plus there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Our Will Loper shares his picks in 3 things to watch. That's next when we return.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
Attention homeowners, first we started with 50, now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions for safety and convenience. Call Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for American-made baths and showers installed in as little as 1 day. And with our Price Lock Guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Now 30 homeowners will save. Receive free installation of a new bath or shower. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior and military discounts, plus call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new product, My Slippers. What makes My Slippers different from those other slippers is my exclusive 4-layer design. I wanted My Slippers to have everything you'd ever want in a pair of slippers.
When I first put my slippers on, I was like, wow, they feel great, and most importantly, they have the support that I need in a pair of slippers.
I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know we're having the biggest My Slipper closeout sale ever. Get our all-season My Slippers and sandals at clearance prices. They're made with our patented impact gel that absorbs and releases pressure so you can comfortably wear them all day long. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our all-season My Slippers, originally on sale for $59.98, now only $25, or our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are extremely limited, so please order now.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. The Tommy Van Ness team has a real passion for real estate and would love to work with you on buying and selling your house. We are a multi-award-winning team with over $500 million in sales.
Our strong work ethic and negotiation skills will help guide you through the buying or selling process. If you're considering buying or selling in 2023, now is the time.
Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale on now with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home with Serta Queen mattresses from $299 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's anniversary sale. Don't miss it.
Yeah, we have dry and mild today. We'll have showers spread across the area tonight and then showers and slight cooler tomorrow. We have visibility issues still, but it has definitely improved now. Just the smaller areas seeing reduced visibility. Today, upper 70s to near 80 with increasing clouds for the northwest areas. And then as we go through the rain chances, something to keep in mind of. It's really starting later tonight and then going into tomorrow. But once again, not widespread, more scattered or less. So not everyone will see it. Otherwise, we'll have more rain chances going Monday into Tuesday for southern Wisconsin, breaking that up Tuesday with temperatures climbing back up into the 70s as we get towards the end of next week. La Crosse and Eau Claire, they'll see more of the showers ending probably Monday. Actually, probably more dry periods come Monday and more sun for both those areas Tuesday. But you see those temperatures mid-60s and then climbing back up to near 80 by Sunday. Keep in mind those overnight lows could get down in the 30s in certain areas. So something to keep in mind of for Wednesday or Thursday morning.
I'm not ready for those 30s. Thank you, Greg. From Disney's Little Mermaid to a film about a woman overcoming her social anxiety through cake, there's no shortage of films and shows streaming right now. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
You broke the rules. You went to the above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
I just want to know more about them.
Newly streaming on Disney Plus is the 2023 film The Little Mermaid.
I can help you. You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
It's what I live for.
The live-action remake stars Halle Bailey as Ariel, who dreams of life on land and gets tricked by sea witch Ursula, played with villainous glee by Melissa McCarthy.
He's a human. You're a mermaid.
That doesn't make us enemies.
The Little Mermaid is streaming on Disney Plus now.
She told me I had 3 wishes. When it falls off my wrist, those 3 wishes will come true.
Newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the series The Changeling.
Emma, with me, all three of your wishes will come true.
Clark Backo and Lakeith Stanfield star in the adult fairy tale as Emma and Apollo. And when Emma goes missing, Apollo goes on an odyssey to find her.
A storm is coming. There are portals in this world that we may never know we've trespassed through.
The first 2 episodes of The Changeling are streaming on Apple TV Plus now.
I need to know where my wife is.
Yeah, to Jane, all-star baker. My best friend since 2nd grade. Hero of the night.
Did you make it?
Jane, cut the cake!
And newly streaming on Amazon Prime Video is the film Sitting in Bars with Cake.
I thought about this cake thing. You're gonna start doing it.
Bringing cakes into bars. 1 cake a week for a year.
And I thought of a name. Cake Barn.
Corinne convinces her baker friend Jane to make cakes and bring them to bars to get over her social anxiety. And the two work through a diagnosis Corinne receives.
She won't be on her own.
I feel like I count on you. Always.
Sitting in Bars with Cake is streaming on Amazon Prime Video now.
We're gonna look back on all this as that weird year we spent in hospitals and bars.
Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
Coming up next, a look at our top morning headlines. Stick with us. You're watching Weekend Mornings.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloins, $2.99. Ruffles, Fritos, Cheetos, or simply $2.50 each when you buy 4. And select Coke products, $3.25 each when you buy 4. Only at Hy-Vee.
When it comes to updating your bath area, you want it done right. Mad City Baths is a sure choice for durable, beautiful bath and shower designs installed in as little as 1 day. And remember, Mad City does more than baths and showers. Be sure to ask about our exclusive Eco Sky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Mad City, your one-stop shop for all your home remodeling needs. Call now. The first 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
I'm excited to announce that you've all made MyPillow 2.0 a huge success. And with your amazing support, we've been able to expand MyPillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. And to make room for this, we're clearing out a line of our percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm bringing them to you at closeout prices. Use your promo code and you get my king size for only $39 a set. Queens, $35, fulls, $29, and twin size just $25. I'm interrupted this commercial to let you know that we've received the last 2 shipments of these percale bed sheets. And because of this, I've been able to add more colors, sizes, and even prints. And they're still at closeout prices. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code and you'll get my king size, only $39 a set, queens $35, full $29, and twin size just $25. Order now. Once they're gone for good.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
Fire up the grill and save this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. Our special recipe brats, 8 for $12, plus a 16-cent fuel saver. And pork loin back ribs, $1.99 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now on Weekend Mornings, an Amtrak route through Madison could soon be in the works. We have the details on what it might look like and how much it'll cost.
And we're looking at some fog still out there, but it is beginning to lift. I'll break down how warm those temperatures will get, as well as when to expect the rain to arrive.
Also, it's been 1 year since the death of Queen Elizabeth. King Charles attending a church service Friday in remembrance. CBS's Ian Lee is in London with the details. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Pazorski. It's just a little bit before 8:30 on this Saturday. Let's send it over to Greg Barnett for a look at your forecast. Greg, it's going to be a pretty nice one outside overall, right?
Yeah, overall it's going to be a nice, mild, early day. Actually kind of warm and 80 degrees, but we still kind of dealing with the fog. Just really about another half hour with this advisory. We still have some areas, but it has definitely shrunk here. You can see really just along the Wisconsin River area, really, and then up to La Crosse, too, with a quarter mile. So it is still sparse out there, but something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, temperatures have come back up a little bit. Most areas are in the low to mid 50s with light winds right now. Then as we look at the big picture, we still got this complex out to the west. That's the one that's going to bring our next chance of rain, but it's still out into the Dakotas and kind of just in pieces yet. But as we zoom in here, not much cloud cover other than the fog that we got. We'll start seeing some increasing clouds up to the north later, but overall, plenty of sunshine to speak of as we go through the day. As you look at the temperatures, we're going up to about the mid-70s for Madison. Plenty of sunshine once the fog burns off. La Crosse should get up into the 80s. We'll see increasing clouds this afternoon. This goes along with Eau Claire, too. They'll probably see some showers after the 7 p.m. hour, but all the rest of the area will be well last overnight. We'll see the showers when the rain does arrive. The fall-like temperatures really continue next week, and really we could see some 30s. We've already seen some 30s, but we'll have to keep an eye on frost. All that I'll break down a bit later in the broadcast.
Thank you so much, Greg. Madison Mayor Satya Rose Conway announced her new 2024 capital budget this week, setting aside $400,000 for continuing passenger railway planning. That addition left many wondering if Madison is any closer to getting an Amtrak stop. Our Brayden Ross has the answer.
Right now, this is the closest Amtrak stop to Madison. It's here in Columbus, about 45 minutes away. But Madison's Director of Transportation tells me he's hopeful a little federal funding and a lot of momentum could bring trains closer to the capital city.
Getting Amtrak to Madison won't be a project, it'll be a journey.
For years, Tom Lynch has been working to make the Amtrak puzzle pieces align for Madison.
There will be multiple phases, identifying a good site for a station, getting in the corridor ID program, the Federal Railroad Administration's corridor ID program, then design, and then finding different funding sources so that we can piece together this jigsaw puzzle.
That federal funding program he's talking about is part of the 2021 bipartisan infrastructure law signed by President Biden, which set aside $66 billion for railway improvements across the country.
If there was ever a time to be able to capture passenger rail again, this is a good time to do it.
Wisconsin is in the running for some of that money. If it's granted, it could put Madison even closer to getting an Amtrak stop. That's something Ron and Myrna Sisler would love to see.
The train is a lot nicer than sitting behind the steering wheel all day.
They drove 3 hours from where they live in Illinois to pick up their daughter here in Columbus, but a stop in Madison would cut that journey down quite a bit.
It would be a good idea. Yeah, it would be a lot closer for us and not only us, a lot of other people.
Right now, Madison is still in the early stages of making an Amtrak stop a reality, but added funding in the mayor's budget will keep Lynch piecing together a plan.
Hopefully, this time the jigsaw puzzle will fit.
Lynch tells me he's expecting to hear if Wisconsin is accepted into that federal program sometime this fall. After that, it'll still be a few years before Amtrak finally makes a stop in Madison. For now in Columbus, Brayden Ross, News 3 Now.
Madison police say they found an injured man after a fight on the city's south side. The fight was reported at around 10:50 on Thursday morning in the 2500 block of Fraser Avenue. A gun was fired during the fight, but the man did not suffer a gunshot wound. Police said people were seen running and driving away from the area when officers arrived. Anyone with information is asked to contact Madison police. A Beloit man will spend the rest of his life in prison for shooting and killing a man in 2021. On June 15th, a jury found 27-year-old Damon Hanna guilty of first-degree intentional homicide following a 3.5-day trial. Hanna was arrested and charged after shooting 33-year-old Jordan Jefferson. The shooting happened on part of West Grand Avenue on the night of March 30th of 2021. After he was shot, Jefferson ran to a nearby house where he later died. Witnesses reportedly told officers at the time of the shooting that they heard arguing before a gunshot. The American Red Cross is teaming up with the Madison Fire and Police Departments to host the 12th annual Never Forget Blood Drive. Monday marks the 22nd year since the September 11th terror attacks. The memorial blood drive started in 2012, and since then the Red Cross has collected nearly 1,000 donations, helping save people who have cancer, need a blood transfusion, or have been in an accident. For first responders, donating on 9/11 means saving lives and remembering those who were lost 22 years ago.
A lot of people need blood, and it literally gives people life. And when we do it on September 11th, we're doing it again in honor of those nearly 3,000 Americans who lost their lives on that day.
The drive starts at 7 a.m. on Monday, and appointments are encouraged. The Biden administration will mark the somber anniversary with a $4 million award to the 9/11 Memorial in New York City. The new funding is under the 9/11 Memorial Act grant program. President Biden will speak to more than 1,000 service members, first responders, and their families Monday at Elmendorf Air Force Base in Anchorage, Alaska. Meanwhile, First Lady Jill Biden will take part in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Pentagon. Friday marked 1 year since the death of Queen Elizabeth II and her son's ascension to the British throne. CBS's Ian Lee is in London with more on the new chapter for the royals.
Royal gun salutes rang out across the United Kingdom, and a military band played to celebrate 1 year since King Charles took the throne after the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth. Some of these same soldiers took part in the Queen's state funeral last year. King Charles attended a church service with Queen Camilla Friday and released a photo of his late mother along with an audio message.
We recall with great affection her long life, devoted service, and all she meant to so many of us.
Prince Harry was also back in the UK, paying tribute to his grandmother at a charity event.
I know exactly 1 year on that she is looking down on all of us tonight.
King Charles has been doing his best to fill his mother's shoes, but he's faced some challenges. One recent poll showed a 5% drop in support for the monarchy, with 40% of those aged 18 to 24 preferring an elected head of state. Still, King Charles has the majority of the nation behind him.
I think he has the potential to really lead the monarchy in a good way.
I think he's doing okay. You know, he'll get better as time goes.
His job 12 months in is not only establishing his rule, but defending the future of the monarchy.
Prince William and Kate remembered Queen Elizabeth's life at a private church service last night. World leaders attending the G20 summit are arriving at the site this morning and being greeted by Indian Prime Minister Modi. Notably absent, though, is China's President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Other leaders from the UK, Canada, Turkey, and Germany are attending. President Joe Biden arrived yesterday. He's hoping to convince the world's largest economies to rally behind Ukraine during Saturday's Group of 20 summit, while also pressing his case for American investment in the developing world. Rescue teams are racing to free an American trapped in a Turkish cave about 3,400 feet underground. Experienced caver Mark Dickey has been stranded for more than a week. He suffered gastrointestinal bleeding. Doctors say Dickey is healthy and ready to be transported, but it will be a tough process because of his injuries. Rescue workers from Hungary, Italy, Croatia, and the U.S. are assisting the effort. Still ahead, got some health news, including some new research which may help travelers get over their jet lag much more quickly. That's ahead next. You're watching Weekend Mornings.
Action! Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $398? Do not miss this one.
It was just swift, and they cleaned up pretty good after themselves, so no complaints.
With more than 50,000 satisfied customers, Mad City Baths is your trusted source for durable, high-quality baths and showers, infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning, expertly installed in as little as 1 day. And now 30 homeowners will receive these special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior military discounts. Plus, if you call Mad City Baths now during this program, you'll receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, the digital money coach in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
I don't know how it's all gonna fit.
Action!
Now at Slumberland, $9.99 gets you a lot. Like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress and an adjustable power base, both just $9.99. Need a twin? Get a Sealy starting at just $129. The huge Labor Day mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
Help us pack the truck to kick off Coats for Kids.
Monday, News 3 Now is collecting kid-size winter coats at Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive.
Stop by with a coat to keep kids warm this winter.
Pack the truck for Coats for Kids.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now.
Yeah, we still got some patches of dense fog out there. La Crosse still a quarter of a mile. Janesville is also a quarter of a mile. But in between, besides the Wisconsin River area, a lot of areas are starting to improve too. So that should be the area. We'll see up to about 81, 82 for La Crosse with increasing clouds late. Eau Claire will also see the increasing clouds. Maybe a shower coming after 7 p.m. Madison, we're looking at the middle 70s with clouds increasing after 7 p.m., but should have plenty to the day. Tomorrow for the Ironman, it's actually looking not bad. Cloud cover with a few showers off and on, but no steady light rain or heavy rain, but it definitely will be cooler with that north wind blowing. Otherwise, those blues of the lower temperatures that you're seeing on the graph actually will be there for the beginning of the week. We'll actually get down to the 60s, so they'll be below average, and it'll be by to the end of the week that we'll start seeing those temperatures come back up to where they should be, which is around the low 70s. That'll come after Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but otherwise it should be fairly below average. Later on, we'll break down all that rainfall will impact as the drought monitors come out with exceptional areas to the south, better conditions up Eau Claire. I'll break that down as well as when to expect any rain else besides tomorrow a bit later in the broadcast.
Great, thank you. The maker of sleep apnea machines has agreed to pay $479 million to settle claims related to a recall. The law firm handling the class action lawsuit says Philips Respironics has agreed to reimburse the cost of affected devices. Its 2021 recall indicates use of some ventilators, CPAPs, and BPAP machines can lead to health problems. They contain foam that can break down, possibly causing the user to inhale or swallow particles or even chemicals. Are allergy seasons getting longer for us? Some health experts with SSM Health think so. Dr. Ashley Olson with SSM Health says warmer temperatures can cause longer pollen seasons. In recent years, pollen has also become more potent because of air pollution and greenhouse gases. Dr. Olson also says it might be a few more weeks before things even clear up.
Hopefully, once we get a couple of good frosts in the fall, most of the pollen has gone away at that point. So typically, we're looking into October before that happens. I'd say September is pretty much the peak for the ragweed pollen season.
Some things you can do to lessen the burden include taking your shoes off so you don't track pollen all over the house, and also consider changing your clothes and take a shower before going to bed. New research may help travelers get over their jet lag more quickly. Plus, a new study looks at the possible side effects of two common drugs. Natalie Brand has a look at some of the week's top health stories.
Combining NSAIDs like ibuprofen with birth control may put women at risk of developing blood clots. That's according to a large Danish study published by the BMJ. Researchers stress the possibility is quite low, but say given the widespread use of both types of drugs, women should be advised of the potential side effects. Researchers at UCLA are making progress understanding why tumors that have spread to the brain from other parts of the body respond to immunotherapy, while glioblastoma, a cancer that originates in the brain, does not. They found it's linked to the activation of T cells that help fight cancer and will use this discovery to develop more effective therapies. And the best cure for jet lag could be a big breakfast. Scientists from Northwestern University and the Santa Fe Institute looked at our circadian clocks and found that common symptoms of aging, like lower sensitivity to light, can make jet lag symptoms worse. But having a big meal in the early morning of a new time zone can help people adjust quicker. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Still ahead, Zach Hanley joins us for a look at Friday's news and sports. And you're taking another live look outside. Greg has another Check the Forecast next here on Weekend Mornings.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Improve your well-being and comfort with a new walk-in tub or shower from Mad City Baths. It's the safe, smart solution for bathing that more homeowners are turning to. With convenient shelves, grab bars, and a beautiful shower door infused with microban for easy cleaning. And with our Price Lock Guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year, and now 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive these special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior military discounts, plus call Mad City Baths now. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
This is Matt Gunderson, and this is Elmer, our canine cuddle ambassador, here to provide good-natured, loving, fuzzy support to further our level of personal care. Someday you might meet Elmer as we assist you with an individual life celebration.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we're going to have some rain coming in the forecast, which we need, but it's not going to be a lot, unfortunately. We'll have some showers come later tonight from north to south, more for southern Wisconsin as we get towards tomorrow morning. It'll be out periods of that through Tuesday, depending on location, maybe up to a ½ inch in some areas, but I think a lot of areas will be less than that. Mild will be 70s mostly for the next couple days. Then we're going to drop back into the 60s below average for the most of next work week. We could even see a lot more widespread 30s in a few mornings just because it is going to be a fairly chilly air mass. There's the system. Here's the first wave coming through through here this evening. Once again, it'll be kind of a weak front that kind of then stalls across the area south. You see some showers overnight. And then coming into Sunday is when we're going to watch, not the afternoon, has been when this wave develops right along the front. Depending on where it sets up, right now it's a little bit further south. That's going to be where we'll see more of the widespread precipitation coming in from Sunday night into Monday morning. As you can see that wave develop right there. Then the remaining areas will be under this northwest flow, basically coming around this low, providing you some cloud cover, chilly conditions overall, and a few showers off and on. This will continue through Tuesday until we start getting some drier air, and that pushes that off to the east. So that's what we're looking at with the system. Not an overly strong system. With this pattern, though, it's going to keep the hot, even warm conditions well to the south. By the middle of the week, we'll start warming up. We'll start pulling some of this more mild air back into the area, and then through the weekend, we'll probably get back up into near 80. And then as you go through the weekend, you'll see another push of cool air coming by the time we get to the following week. That will dive south too. Unfortunately, this pattern is not good for rainfall, which we do need. For today, we'll just start seeing the increasing clouds this afternoon through Eau Claire. Maybe a shower after you get past 7 p.m. More likely overnight, you'll see that line of really just widely scattered showers come across La Crosse, Eau Claire, and then as it gets to southern Wisconsin, it'll be not probably until after 4, maybe even to 5 or 6 in the morning when we'll start seeing this action over southern Wisconsin. Once again, as you see, a lot of areas not seeing much of anything, but a lot of hit and miss showers. Don't think we'll see a thunderstorm with this. Once this falls apart, then really Sunday is a lot of just off and on cloud cover, a shower, a sprinkle developing. Better showers go further north with a north wind. We'll keep the temperatures down a little bit than we had today, probably more low to mid 70s, but not a washout by any means. As you go in the afternoon, we're going to start seeing that wave develop that I mentioned too. A precipitation that's going to be stretching across Iowa and somewhere in southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois is where that's going to develop Sunday night. That's the best chance to see a little bit more rainfall for southern Wisconsin, not much for as you go north towards La Crosse. They'll probably be done with most of it. We'll keep track of that to see if that does, but overall, there's your precipitation. Not a lot. Maybe some areas get lucky with that ½ inch, but I think most will stay under a ¼ inch of rainfall, if any of that at all, we'll see. Otherwise, Monday and Tuesday are not a washout either. We'll probably see more sun come Tuesday, but look at those high temperatures, mid 60s. Definitely going to be on the cool side. We should be in the low to mid 70s. We'll start warming back up for the second half of the work week and maybe get closer to 80 by the weekend. Same story for La Crosse, although the precipitation will probably end more Monday, so they'll see some sun come out. And then the rest of the week will warm back up to near 80 by the weekend. Note those low temperatures, low 40s for the areas, but we'll see plenty of areas probably get back into the mid to upper 30s, maybe even frost. We'll have to keep an eye on it. It is that time of year we start getting a little concerned about frost.
Wisconsin and Miami don't have much of a history when it comes to volleyball. Friday is just the third meeting all time between the two programs. I'll give a hint on how the last one went. Badgers swept the Hurricanes back in 2014. All business on Friday night. UW looking to move to 7-0 on the year. Badgers already up a set and looking for more. Tammy Thomas-Ilara hammers it home. She finished with a game-high 12 kills. Then later in the set, it's set point for Wisconsin. And Carter Booth welcomes the Canes to her block party. Brooms were out again. Badgers sweep their way to 7-0. The Packers have been one of the NFL's best passing offenses for the last 3 decades, but as they turn the page to the Jordan Love era, Green Bay's Week 1 matchup with Chicago might not tell us as much about the future as we thought. Christian Watson has been ruled out for Sunday's game, and Romeo Doubs is questionable. So who's left for Love to throw to? Well, how about rookie wideout Jaden Reed, a Chicago native who's ready to carry the load in his first NFL game?
It starts off with knowing the playbook, just know where to line up and, just knowing the plays and the concepts. And, my confidence has grew so much since I first got here in rookie minicamp and OTAs. And, my confidence has been out the roof during camp. So I'm just excited to go out there and just play my first NFL game.
Brewers in the Bronx opening up a 3-game series with the Yankees. Crew down 2-0 in the 4th. Willie Adames with a little 2-run Oppo Taco to tie things up at 2. And after that, it was all Milwaukee. 16 hits, 8 runs. Brewers win 8-2. That's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
And coming up next, a look at a record-breaking party in the back. We take a look at the 5'8" mullet next here on Weekend Mornings.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Feldco will be here for your home renewal needs. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest until 2025. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
There are moments in life, special moments. Moments to share. Moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, if you're familiar with the phrase business in the front, party in the back, then you know we're talking about mullets. A Tennessee woman was crowned the world's longest, hanging at around 5 foot 8 inches long. Tammy Manis is the 2024 Guinness World Record winner for the longest competitive mullet. She says it all started back in the 80s when she saw a band member with a rat tail, so she got one. And then when she cut it, she said she immediately regretted it. So on February 9th of 1990, the mullet was born. She said she hasn't looked back since. When she's not breaking records, Tammy is a public health nurse at the Knox County Health Department in Tennessee. And the mullet there is kept in a braid so that it doesn't get anywhere bad during her job there. The 2024 Guinness World Record book features Manis and hits the shelves on September 12th. Greg, have you ever had a mullet like that or seen anyone with that kind of length?
Not that length. That's got to be a lot of maintenance to keep that up. That's pretty impressive.
Let's give one final check of the forecast.
Well, we got dry, mild conditions today. We do have some showers spreading across the area late tonight, and that continues through tomorrow. Some showers and cooler tomorrow. Once again, not widespread rainfall and not a washout. The fog has pretty much been limited now to just the Wisconsin River area, so that's the good news. We're going to get up to around the 80-degree mark. A little cooler tomorrow, and as you look at the precipitation chances, we're going to have that come in going into the time.